guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to another video tutorial lesson from the Apex Predator Billiards Club Training. My name is Apex Linear, your aspiring Jamaican pro player and billiard instructor. Alright, and in this video we are going to be looking at a very powerful, or what I deem as one of the most powerful fundamental drills that a lot of players have been doing, and of course what a lot of players need to be engaged in, whether it is that you're shooting very well or you are quite inconsistent, or maybe you're just not playing as well as you ought to. There could be a case where you have some flaws in your stroke, and just taking the time out just to settle down and kind of assessing yourself in terms of the fundamental basics in the game. This drill is one of those drills that you need to definitely get engraved with. Alright, so if you want to learn more about this and more content regarding pool, consider smashing that subscribe button below, turning on the post notification bell to be notified, and of course do not forget to share, like, and leave me a comment down below. So let's get right into the drill here. We're going to be assessing 5 components of the stroke. That is, I'm going to be talking to you on every successful and unsuccessful shot. We're going to be looking at what makes the shot played correctly and what has caused the shot to perhaps miss. Alright, and the components that I want to start talking about here is, number 1, the ability to follow through. Now I want you to take a look at how I pocket this one ball here, and notice that the cue ball, I'm just basically using a stop shot there. And if you notice how very smooth the delivery of the cue was as I pocketed the one ball, and notice that I'm playing a dead straight in shot. I'm about a diamond distance away from my object ball, so pocketing the ball is not very difficult, but it's just the delivery that I want you to pay attention to. And look at how smooth I deliver the cue, and look at how straight, and there is absolutely no movement off the shooting line, which is why a lot of players seem to pocket object balls so well and keeps so much control over their cue ball. Again, once more, you can see that I already have a line, because I've been doing this drill for like a very long time on my table. So the balls have made a mark, a straight line to the pocket, and here you can see again a nice delivery of the cue, keeping the cue on a straight line and just executing with a lot of subtlety. Alright, so that was one of the principles that I wanted to highlight to you, the ability to deliver the cue on a straight line through the cue ball, ensuring that your cue tip ends up on or near to the felt of the table, and that's what we call a nice smooth post stroke delivery. Another thing that I want you all to pay attention to is the keeping the head down and the alignment of my feet and my arms, my backhand. Notice that my backhand is laid on the shooting line. My head, I'm not right eye or left eye dominant. I just simply place my cue under my chin. And if you notice, upon delivery of the stroke, notice that there isn't any head movement that is taking place. I'm staying as still as I possibly can. And of course, like I said, the drill is not about how well I am playing the shot, but it's how well I am executing the fundamentals of the stroke. So my head is down, my stick is straight, and notice that my bridge hand is very steady, and it's a nice smooth delivery through the cue ball, playing on the vertical axis and keeping tremendous control. Now, during the interim of this video, you're going to be seeing a couple of unsuccessful shots. But with each unsuccessful shot, there is always a reason behind why. And this is why I love this drill so much, because even when the shots are straight and you miss, you can see that there's always going to be a little bit of flaw in your stroke. And this is why you have to practice consistently, and you have to always assess. Most of the time when we lose or win rocks, it heavily depends upon our ability to always pocket ball cleanly. Alright? And that is, of course, one of the things that we all need to ensure that we place a lot of emphasis on. Alright? So if a case where I may have missed a shot, I'm going to highlight to you what caused the miss, and of course what is it that you need to do, or what is it that you need to pay attention to when it comes to this. Because like I said, I'm in my practice home right now and there's no pressure, so I'm pretty calm, nice music, nice talking in the background, and it's just in the comfort of my home, so there's no pressure. But under pressure, you're gonna find your back arm wobbling a little bit here or there. For those of you who are wondering what are those markings that are on my table and why they're on my table, I have to tell you that I am a pool fanatic. I'm a person that I'm in love with the geometry of pool. Alright? I'm in love with the geometry of pool. And that is why I have those markings that are definitely on my table. I'll explain to you a little bit more about what they were made on the table for. As you can see there, I missed my first shot. And if you look carefully, right, at why I missed, you can see that there was a slight application of some right or left spin on the cue ball. Notice that my cue stick did not actually stay on the shooting line. There you can see that's a wonderful execution there that was more successful. Alright, so one of the things that will cause us to miss is, I understand that whenever you play the object ball a bit too hard, it tends to have what is called a major deflection of the cue ball, and you end up hitting places on the cue ball that you do not intend on hitting. And there you can see another great execution of the stroke, nice delivery, smooth delivery. And that is the key to putting balls successfully. Alright, for some of you guys who want to try this drill, you don't have to keep the object ball this close. You can put it like a diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds. You can make this be a fun practice session where you want to see if you can make 5 in a row from diamond distance. 1 5. Ooh, that was a terrible miss there. You can see that was bad. You can see that the cue ball had a bit of top spin there, too much force. It wasn't so much about the top spin, but it was too much force, and that kind of caused me to actually miss that shot. If you notice that my cue actually was still on the shooting line, but I played the shot a bit too hard, hence the pocket rejected it. So a little bit of unwanted side spin may have caused that, but as I said, with practice you tend to always make the correction where necessary. Alright, so the application of unwanted side spin sometimes can contribute to you missing a shot really bad or making a shot really good. So you have to try to ensure that you play the cue ball on the vertical axis as much as possible, and as best as you possibly can. Try to ensure that you use a lot of angles on the table when it comes to playing position, which will hence I should say, cause you to avoid using side spin to play position. There are going to be cases where side spin is necessary, but as much as you can, you want to try to ensure that you practice to play the cue ball on its vertical axis. Right there again, you can see I don't think that shot was successful there. Right, I definitely missed that one. Notice that the cue ball did not stop on the shooting line, and notice that my cue delivery did not land on that straight line there. So that also, I said, is something that we all need to become very consistent at when it comes to pocketing the object ball. So there you can see again the cue ball went a little bit to the right while the object ball went to the left. So definitely there, just getting a little bit too confident there. So just gonna settle back down again and try to assess, lay my cue stick on the shooting line, keeping my head down, nice calm smooth delivery, and there you can see an auto correction there, beautifully executed, and everything is on a straight line. Alright, now for those of you, as I mentioned before, what were the markings on my table for? I'm in love with the geometry of pool, and as much as how you have to play pool using your subconscious mind, I tend to play pool a lot with my conscious mind. That was a nice delivery there, very good execution there. Right, I tend to play pool again with a lot of my conscious mind. I love the geometry, I love the whole concept, the whole idea of actually knowing how to play a particular shot whilst under pressure. It is not good practice, but the geometry of pool fascinates me, and this is just who I am, which is why a lot of my kicking systems is done with a lot of math. Alright, so That's where what the markings were for. I was actually practicing how the cue ball travels along certain lines, and that's what they were for, guys. Anyways, as we are coming to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. If you're a new viewer, new subscriber, I thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please feel free to join the channel and become a part of the family. Here we aim to teach, improve, grow, develop, give knowledge, share knowledge, take knowledge. We are here as one family, and we are going to grow together no matter what level you think you're at. Alright, do take care. Do not forget to smash the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell, and I'll see you next time in another tutorial video. Here is my exit comment on this video. Take care.
The drill was more about having 4 or 5 different things that you're working on. Alright, so the drill was more about, not so much about pocketing the ball, but the drill was more about learning how to follow through, how to have a rhythmic stroke, how to have the same amount of backstroke and forward stroke, timing the cue ball, also variations on just how to stop the ball by a diamond distance. So that was a little drill, quite simple but very effective on maintaining your fundamentals. Alright, so I have some more videos coming up, guys. I'm currently in training at the moment and I'm working on my center ball pattern, so look forward to some more videos. I'm learning some new stuff, some more powerful stuff for pool, which is going to make my game a lot stronger. So looking forward to seeing you guys soon, and I'm here self-quarantined, working on getting my game to a higher level. Alright, peace out, guys. Peace.